are honored to have Tuwin Herath on Raise the Bar with us. He is a remarkable young Sri Lankan athlete. He has already made a profound impact on the world of squash at just 21. One of his greatest achievements include representing Sri Lanka at Asian Junior Teams Championship and placing 6th. Apart from his sporting career, he has also been recognized with the Deshabandu title, which is one of the greatest civilian honors in the country. This is in order to recognize his humanitarian efforts, in particular helping and supporting over 100 families during the COVID-19 pandemic. Tuwin is not just an athlete, he's a change maker, and today we delve into the mindset, milestones, and the mission of a young man who is truly raising the bar. Hello and welcome to the show, Tuwin.
Hi, thank you.
It's actually my privilege to have you here. To begin with, let's actually start from the very beginning. How did your journey in squash begin? Was it a passion you discovered independently, or did someone inspire you to do it?
So when first I started playing squash, it was not my first sport. So in grade 2 in schooling, like everyone's supposed to play a sport. Then my class, they were like, we went to select different sports, and I was in the badminton court and I got selected to play badminton. Then the squash coach, his name is Mohan, so he called me and he was asking me to come and try out squash. Then only I started playing squash, and since 2007 I am doing squash through the influence of my school, TSNI College, and yeah, that's when I started at first.
As you've told me before, what are the leadership positions you held in school and how did it impact your sporting career?
Yeah, so the first leadership position is being the games captain of the school, and also the head prefect of the year 2019 and 20. And after that, while being the head prefect, I was able to hold the most outstanding sportsman of the year. It's like throughout the entire history of the school, I am the only student to have all these 3 prestigious positions.
That's
up
great.
to date. Yeah, so it helped me to being the head prefect is not a small task for how to handle more than 7,000 students as the top boy in the school, top head boy in the school. So it taught me how to manage academics as well as the sports. I was playing nationally during that time, so it helped me a lot to groom myself to be where I'm right now. So school has helped me a lot too. The positions that I held helped me a lot to be and groom myself.
If you were to share one unforgettable moment in your squash career, what would it be?
So actually there are 2. So one is recent and one is in 2023, where I was able to represent Sri Lanka in the senior squash team at Asian Squash Championships in Hong Kong. That was my highest achievement, to represent Sri Lanka and get the senior colorsmanship. So I went to there in Hong Kong, and I went and I watched the top-notch players from Asia, Asian number 1, Asian number 2, all the players are competing. Then only I got the test to be a pro. Then I became a pro after that Asian Championships, and the other one is recently. So I was able to beat Japan number 3. He's 143 in the world. So it was really great moment for me, because I never expected to win. I just went to the tournament to compete and participate because I knew he was so good. So, and eventually I won the match 3-2. So that was one of the most unforgettable moments in the squash career. So up to 4, yeah.
So, what was the experience like to represent Sri Lanka at Asian Junior Teams Championship and also to place 6th? How did it affect you personally and also professionally?
Yeah, so that was my last junior tour, 2019. I didn't have national junior colors or whatsoever the national colors up to that point. I was representing Sri Lanka since 2011, but I didn't have the national junior colors. So 2019, I said to myself, I'm gonna select this tournament somehow. I'm gonna get this national colors. So I was so dreaming about it, and I was able to get the national colors, being the second seeded player, second to the captain. So then we went to Hong Kong. We went to Thailand for the 2019 Asian Junior Teams, and we became Asian number 6 by beating Korean team as well. That helped. It was a next level experience to win and place 6th in the Asia. So it's like a national record as well at that time.
Receiving Deshabandu title is a very rare honor. How did you feel about having that honor and that prestigious national award?
So first I was excited. Then when I received it, I was so proud that it's not something that everyone can get. It's something it's so rare. It's like a national honorary title.
Yeah.
So I can put in front of my name. So it's like a big achievement of my life, and yes, and I was so excited, and now I'm proud of it. Yes, I have achieved something to recognize in the country. Yes, I was so excited.
So, as it was mentioned in your article before, you've helped more than 100 families during the COVID-19 pandemic. What basically motivated you to do that?
So that happened during my school year, my head prefectship. So due to COVID, we were supposed to do so many projects, but we couldn't do it because of the COVID. So we had to do improvise of the projects. So we improvised, we sorted out this is something that we can look for and do. Then we first, without going outside, what we decided, we have to take care, we have our own to take care of. Then me and my prefect's batch, so we thought of doing this charity project, looking after each other. So we did it in 2 phases. We talked to all the sectional heads from grade 1 to 13. Every section we asked the requirements, who are the people, who are the students, Malila, who has the underprivileged, who needs the support during this pandemic time. Then we got selected 100 families, 100 students who really want the help, and we connected with the OBA and the past prefect skill and the prefect skill, the current prefect skill, and we made the project and we collected funds, and through that we were able to feed and take care of our own for 1 month. Then again we wanted to redo the project as a phase 2. Then again we did the project again, and yeah, that's how it went. And so a good project, and we are happy that we could help someone.
That's right. That's right. If I were to ask you, how did you manage maintaining your academics, sporting career and social commitments at the same time?
Yeah, so I always love to do different things, but when I am doing one thing, I focus on that thing. So during my prefectship year, I had to take a break from my sport, but I didn't compete at all. So everyone who is competing with me, I was at top at that time, but during the head prefectship, I was not competing enough, and I back down the rankings. I was not performing well, but I was doing well in the projects. I was doing well with the studies, and that top things that I was able to manage. But I didn't quit squash. I was having a touch because I didn't want to lose the touch. So I was having a backup training, and I was fully focused on the school because it's something that I'm responsible of.
Yeah.
Then once you have given the title of being the head prefect, it's something that you have to do with your dedication. So I got the scholarship to the US, but I couldn't go because I was doing this head prefectship. So I had to withdraw the US scholarship. Then yeah, that's how I was able to manage it. And after the prefectship, I fully focused on the sports and my bachelor's as well.
Okay. So do you have any mentors, coaches or public figures who played a significant role in shaping your career in and out of the court?
Yes, so I have different mentors for my sports and my lifestyle. So my life. So there are separate ones. So my squash, it goes to Coach Rithwik. So he's from India. So he's the one who helped me to grow my squash levels and squash performances. He's the one who supports me online, and we have the calls, we have the conversations. He's helping me with that. When it comes to life, there are two mentors, Dimitri Sharif and Andy Andrews. So those are the ones who I always go and ask for help to improve myself. So those are the people that are helping me to grow myself as well as my sports.
What is your source of motivation when things get tough? What keeps pushing you through?
It's my goal. So I have a goal to be in this level at this period of the time. So
you have a timeline?
Yes, I have a timeline. So every year I have a specific goal. So to reach that big goal, so you have to complete the small tasks that you have to complete.
That's true.
So keeping that idea of the big goal, I'm pushing myself to complete every task every year. So every year, every month, every day, every second. So it's a staircase. You have to climb the ladder step by step. So that's how it helps me. Even though I have a bad day, that's all right. I talk to myself. I have my meditations. I have my visualization. Everything helps to see my goal. Sometimes I go burn out sometimes, but that's all right. That happens. We are human, right? So that's understanding what your final goal helps me to not to burn out even though I'm burn out, to stay in the line, because even though I go out of track, I know how to come back. So that's the discipline I have
developed over time.
Yes.
How do you mentally prepare yourself before a major tournament?
So
how do you basically use your visualization technique?
Yes, so it's a whole process.
Okay.
So it's not something, for an example, so I was preparing for this Qatar Championship from December last year. So it happened in March, second week. So I was preparing for that from December. So what I do is there are 4 aspects that when I do visualization. First, how the game should go, how the game could go, how would you react when the game is going in the right way, and how would you react if it goes the wrong way. So those are the 4 aspects that I'm visualizing. When it comes to that, you have no surprise when you're in the game, because you have prepared yourself every situation. So you don't have to be surprised what I'm going to do, because you know what you're going to do, because you have already visualized it. So I was visualizing from December to March that I'm going to be the champion. So I was writing down every day, I'm going to be the champion, I'm going to be the champion, I'm going to be the champion. So
it's like a mantra.
Yes. So it's always so there was a coach that was coaching me mentally, Ramdini. So he was telling me every day you have to give gratitude and talk positive to yourself. Otherwise, if you build up a negative environment around you, you won't be able to grow. So you have to always have a positive mindset, positive. Even though you are losing, you have to be positive, all right? That's what you're gonna do. So throughout that, I was building my confidence, visualizing before sleep. I am preparing myself how I'm going to compete, how I go to the court, where I keep my bag, when I tie my shoes. Everything is visualized. So everything. I mean, before I go, I know where I'm going to going, what time I go to the washroom. Everything is visualized. So that's how I prepare myself mentally, because then I have no surprises to come. So then I know this is gonna happen. So yeah.
Were you always a naturally gifted child, or were your success as a result of deliberate training over time?
So actually, I really don't like the word when someone, it's like everyone is saying, because I'm traveling the world, I am competing, and sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. Everyone say like, oh, so you're lucky, you're just traveling the world. But I don't like the word that they say like you're so lucky, because no one is lucky. You have to make yourself lucky by doing the hard work. No one is seeing how much effort that you put to be into that position. Everyone has seen the results, and they were like, okay, you're just lucky to win. No, you don't see the iceberg, the bottom of it.
They don't see the late nights and the early mornings.
Yes, they don't see the late nights and the early mornings, and how you suffer with injuries, how you overcome it, how you train, how many hours you put, how many sweat you lose. So I really don't like the word like how lucky I am. So it's like pure hard work, dedication, that's effort. Yeah.
As performance and recovery go hand in hand, what does your typical nutrition plan look like as a high-level athlete?
So when it comes to the professional level, the nutrition plays a major role. So for an example, I have a routine before I compete. So 4 hours before 4 hours of the game, I eat lots of carbs. I mean rice, like good carbs, rice, potatoes. So heavy carbs I eat 4 hours before. So 2 hours before I have a sandwich, light carbs, just to feel myself okay. Then 1 hour before I start drinking my electrolytes, my water. Then during the game I need carbs, then I have a banana and some quick carbs as chocolates and sweets before the game. So sometimes I say like, athletes, you don't need sweet. No, sometimes you need to have sweet. That's okay, because you need energy, quick energy. So that's how I follow my nutrition plan before the game.
When did you start to work as a coach at CrossFit Salon, and how did that basically begin?
Oh, it's like a coincidence. So my idol, I follow a player. He's world number one. He was world number one. Paul Coles from New Zealand. So he follows the CrossFit program.
Okay.
So eventually, when I was looking for CrossFit, this CrossFit Salon pops up on my Instagram. Then I talk to them. Then I talk to Andy Andrews. So he's one of the head coach. He's a head coach and one of the directors. Then we had a conversation, a meeting. Then he asked then we started building the conversation, and he invited me he asked me if I'm coaching. I said yes, I'm coaching. During that time I was coaching somewhere else. So then I was trained to coach at the gym, so 3 years ago. Then from then onwards I started coaching at CrossFit Ceylon.
If there's a major injury, how would you recover from that, and what are the steps that you would take to recover from it?
Yeah, so if it is a minor injury, I take a small step back, but I don't like to rest actually, if it is a minor injury. So I just rehab and I compete. But if it is a major injury, I have to listen to myself, I have to listen to my body, then I take a step back. But resting means doesn't resting doesn't mean that I am staying on the bed all the time. It is rehab, it is stretches. Say even though I can't move, maybe I was just playing the shots. I'm not moving, but I'm doing the shots on my upper body. So recently I had a shin injury. So I was competing in New Zealand, but because of the cold weather, it's really hard because we are used to train with the hot weather. But when you go to this very cold weather, the courts are so cold and the floor is so stiff. It's really work out with our shins and our knees. So this time in New Zealand, it was so cold, and this season I got injured. I got my shin splints, so it was so hard. Then I went to the physio and he said like not to compete for 1 month, but to take a step back, do rehab, but not to stop playing squash. Have a light session a day, but do not push too hard. So always have to listen to your physio or your doctor. Always, if you are injured, you don't know, but the doctor knows. So, and the physio knows. So always I'm following their routine to be more recovered.
Finally, what are your long-term plans for your squash career and your contributions to the sport in Sri Lanka?
A long-term plan. So my main goal is Olympics. Since the squash is in Olympics, every professional athlete, so main dream is to compete at the highest level of their sport. So for squash, the highest level is now Olympics. Before it was Commonwealth and Asian Games, but now it's Olympics. From 2028 onwards, they have squash in Olympics. So for me as well, to compete at that level is my highest dream, like biggest goal. So that's my goal on that. But and also like to contribute for the sport in Sri Lanka, what I always wanted to do is to develop the background of the athletes, because once you are pro, you have to be pro. You can't do other things. So it has to be something, but most of the time they forget that what would happen if you get injured. So if you just focus on something and if you get injured, you don't have anything to fall back, then that athlete's career would be done. So it's always have to make sure that you are educated. You have to study, not just, not to be a doctor, not to be an engineer, to study something that you can fall into. Then you can have a proper structure to boost your game, because then you can put your effort to the sport, because if something happens, you are well educated, you can do whatever it takes, right? So that's the main target that I want to build in Sri Lanka, because most of the athletes, after they finish school, they don't want to pursue sports. They just stop the sport and they are going to the universities by stopping the sport. No, even the world champion in squash has a master's in Harvard. So it's something interesting, because everyone says if you be a pro, you can't study. No, the main example is the world champion Ali Farag from Egypt. So he has a master's in Harvard University, one of the best universities in the world.
Yeah.
So which means if the world champion can do it, why can't you? So that's my idea, to bring that to Sri Lanka, pursue sports, and also you can study as well. So that's the main idea that I want to build and develop in Sri Lanka to grow the sports.
What message would you like to share with young Sri Lankan athletes who want to become like you one day?
So my advice would be, if you want to pursue something, don't ever get opinions from someone who is not in that field. Get the perspective, ideas from someone who has excelled in that field and go for it. Don't just, if you are in two different worlds, you can't achieve anything. So if you want to go for it, just go for it. If you want help, of course you have to ask for help, otherwise no one knows that you need help. So that's the main idea that I always follow, because when I need help, I ask for help. If I don't, no one knows that I need help. So that's the idea that I want to give to everyone who wants to pursue their sports career. Just don't worry. Everything is going to be all right if you are focused. Just be disciplined, not just today, not just tomorrow, but be consistent. Right? If you can do for a long term, yes, then you will be successful.
That's great. Tuwin, it's absolutely my pleasure to have you on Raise the Bar. Thank you for joining us and reminding us that true greatness is always not measured in titles and achievements, but in the lives we touch along the way. We'll look forward to following your journey and in the years to come, both on the court and beyond.
Thank you for having me.